You probably missed us since before Christmas. It's been a couple of months now, but we're back and we're ready to get on with the show again. So this is series 2, like we say. It's going to be 10 episodes and we'll run over fortnightly episodes, so every 2 weeks we'll have a new episode for you. If you're on Patreon, you'll get to see the episodes first before they go up on YouTube or other social networks. So definitely go and check that out on patreon.com/SmallFryUnify.
Games Lounge.
Just to give you an idea of what's going to be happening on the show each fortnight, we're going to basically be covering things like our weekly streams. So right now we've got a couple of streams running. One is for Super Mario Maker on the Wii U, and which is good fun. Check that out. Every Wednesday we play that, and yeah, it's really good fun. People send in their user created levels and we play them, and I fail miserably and Lindsay laughs at me, which is always good fun. But definitely check that out. And on a Friday right now we're playing Xenoblade Chronicles. We just started that, and that's going to be a long play with Connor. Google recently just became the most valuable company in the world, overtook Apple. Apple was the most valuable company for a long time there. They've just taken over them as the most valuable company. And it's good because it means now you've got another big massive player that's now focusing on VR. I think Apple's actually getting involved with VR as well. They recently announced that they've got a team working on VR projects. So I'll be interested to see what they come out with. But I think just having these big players with money to throw at these projects, to develop them, that's what's going to make it mass market, you know?
Yeah.
So instead of just
advance it a lot faster.
Oh, exactly. Instead of just having Facebook or Oculus, well, Facebook owns Oculus now, but instead of just having that kind of main one, or even Sony that's limited to one machine, the PlayStation 4, now you've got a couple other players coming in, and that can only be good for competition and innovation, and hopefully for bringing the prices down. The more companies making these things, the cheaper prices will get.
Yeah, probably.
But the big thing about it is, when you buy something like the Oculus Rift, you have to have the PC to go along with it. So you're spending something like $500 on the Oculus Rift headset, and then you've got to have a PC, £1,000 or so, or $1,000, that can then be used for that to process it and cover the graphics and everything. But the good thing with the VR from Google is they're talking about making potentially an all-inclusive headset that wouldn't require a mobile phone or a PC or anything. So it could be a way down the line. Maybe they've got something that they're already working on. Maybe it's the next evolution of Google Glass. Something that's built into a headset. If you think of the HoloLens by Microsoft, but without the tether cable, without having to use a PC again, just all inclusive in this one headset. As long as it's not too bulky, and as long as it can do what it's needed to do with motion and frame rates and stuff, and the graphics are good enough, then that could be a big game changer, you know? Imagine that. Just put a pair of glasses or something, you can sit and watch VR. Or
that's crazy.
Augmented. Imagine doing that in your class. And you'd have like your augmented glasses on, where you could see other people in the class stand in front of you, 20 people. But
Oh my goodness.
And they would just put them on and dance around with them.
You could do that as like, you could do that as some sort of online classes thing.
But we've now patented.
You never heard that. You never heard that.
A new TV program that's coming out by Sci-Fi called Halcyon. I'll never get the name of these things right.
No, when you said it before, it sounded like calcium.
It's Halcyon. That's it. Halcyon. Halcyon. I said Halcyon. And it's going to be a crime drama. It's like a detective show that Sci-Fi is making, and it's set in the future, 2058, and it's going to be a 10-part series. It's short format episodes, so maybe 10-15 minutes long. But the cool thing is that 5 episodes of these 10 are going to be specific for Oculus Rift. So I don't know how they're going to do this. It could be that when you put on the Oculus Rift headset, you're in the scene whilst they're doing the detective things, and you can manoeuvre around it, or maybe you can even choose things and direct where it goes. If you think like a program where it will give you a few different options, and you in the VR side of it can choose an option and it will direct the story that path or that path. So then you can direct these bits. So it's going to be interactive essentially. That's what the purpose of it is. Or it's going to be interactive in the sense that you can move around the environment. How cool is that though?
Yeah.
That's the future of not all TV, but some TV and films where stuff that's going to have these incredible, like imagine Avatar. Remember Avatar the film? Imagine that world created by James Cameron and having that beautiful planet but being able to walk around
I was going to say that. All of that, but then so much more.
Yeah, without having to worry about what was the metal called again? The fake metal. Well, it's not a fake metal. It's
what in that?
Unobtainium, is it? Unobtainium.
Oh, I don't remember.
It's a name they give for metals that there's no real name for them. It's unobtainium or something. Anyway. Yeah, but these episodes, they're going to be exclusive to Oculus Rift, but what they will be doing is they'll be making little clips of them or samples of them available to the other headsets, so Sony VR, HTC Vive, and whoever else is in the game in that stage. So that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting the VR stuff here in the studio and getting some games played. Like you playing the horror games, it's going to be awesome.
Oh my word.
A project that I've kind of been involved in some way with the developer Pelican with a K 13. He's the developer that started the Kickstarter for the 90s arcade racer, and that was about 2 and a bit years ago, and maybe a little bit longer, maybe almost 3 years. He basically done the Kickstarter for this 90s style arcade racer that was to remind you of stuff like Daytona USA, Sega Rally, Scud Racer, all these kind of amazing arcade games, Virtua Racing, and he's made this game, and it was Nicalis basically backed him and supported him. He got funded based on Kickstarter, and then Nicalis came on board, and that's going to be the producer or whatever you call them, distributor of the product. So
the big bosses?
Yeah, the big bosses, aye. So I think the game's in its final stage. Lindsay actually knows about it because I did the voiceovers for the 90s arcade racer, and Lindsay helped me when I was doing the voiceovers. She was like my guide. So I did that, and so you'll hear that when the game comes out. The reason why I mention it though is Pelican 13.
And you say like, start your engines.
Start your engines. Ready, go! Anyway, back to the story. Pelican, in the meantime, when he started working on the project, he was doing it, and then he's kind of passed over the work, I think, to the guys at Nicalis, and now he's got a bit more free time. Guys and girls, the team in Nicalis. Now he's got a bit more free time. He's been working on a project that he's been wanting to do for a while. Now he's known for doing old school sort of projects. He's done a Sonic the Hedgehog one where he revamped it in HD, which was awesome. But this project specifically is on Steam Green Light, and it's on early access, and it's called The Takeover. Go and check it out on Steam. You'll see it. You can back it for £3.99 because it's on the early access. So although it's limited just now in its demo, you can still play it, and it's a couple of levels, and it's awesome. If you're into stuff like Streets of Rage or Final Fight, those 90s arcade style brawlers, you'll love this. Sir Clive Sinclair, I don't like saying Sir, but Sir Clive Sinclair has revealed the Spectrum Vega Plus. And it's going to be a portable handheld console that's got a colour LCD screen, and it's basically playing all the ZX Spectrum games, all the different variations. So it comes with 1,000 games built into it. That's the plan anyway.
They're actually built into it? 1,000 games?
Comes with 1,000 games built into it. Comes in 3 colours, red, blue and white. And I think you still get access to all of the titles, almost 14,000 or 14,000 thereabouts titles available in it. Don't know how that's going to be done. If you've got to download them, you pay for them.
14,000 games.
Yeah, imagine you have to pay £1 for each one or something. The most expensive handheld ever. It looks pretty cool. So if you're into your retro stuff, you'll be loving this. I think the price they're aiming for is £100. So for something like that, a retro console that's specifically built by that team will be pretty amazing. Check it out. It's on Indiegogo, like I said. Do you remember the ZX Spectrum?
I think I do.
Did you have them?
Is that the one that's got the rubber buttons?
Don't know, I can't actually remember. All I can remember is, see, this is such a long time ago, and I was never a big fan because I was too young at the time. I really appreciated it. But I just remember there was like, I'm sure it was the ZX Spectrum. There was the ZX Spectrum with a little joystick.
Yeah.
And that was it. And I remember playing a couple of games where it was like side-scrolling levels, really simplistic, basic graphics. And there was one where it was a tank or something, and you had to jump the tank over like little rocks and stuff. And all you did was doing that. It was so hard.
Really?
I was rubbish at it.
Wow.
And the only other thing I remember apart from that was the consoles at the time, or computers at the time, where you had to load up discs, cassettes, and they were on cassettes, and you would load them in, and it would take about 3 hours to load, and they'd go, it was like a modem, and then they'd crash.
Yeah, I remember my cousin had, because we had, oh no, that was a Atari.
Now, you know about Halo, don't you? Halo's, we've got little toys here for Halo. Halo, the company, the developer that makes Halo games just now, 343 Industries, they have teamed up with Mattel. Now you know who Mattel is. What are they known for?
Barbie.
Barbie. And what's your performance name when you do your dancing?
Belly dancing Barbie.
Coincidence? I think not. But anyway, they've teamed up with Mattel to do an exclusive line of action figures based on the Halo franchise. But I was thinking, what would it be like if Barbie was in Halo? What do you think? Good idea?
Yep.
Yep. Would you play Barbie in Halo?
Yes.
And what would be your special move?
I think that could be quite good fun actually.
What would be your special move?
Special spin around and then like
Special spin.
stiletto chop.
It's pretty violent actually. That's like something out of the Kingsman or something where she chops the guy in half.
I don't think I've seen that, but
you like
yeah,
that?
it's like a pirouette round, but then your leg comes out like
Is
that.
that same for a pirouette?
Like that. No, but like super elegant pirouette on the spot, like, and then it gets faster, 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 and then suddenly leg comes out, stiletto heel, like that.
Brutal.
Chops the lower half of their legs off.
Would you buy Barbie download content for Halo? I'm pretty sure you would.
It's competition time!
Show face! What? What's up, big team? What's up?
Yeah, so we're going to be running a competition every fortnight here on Games Lounge. And it's £2 per entry.
Yep.
£2, $2, €2, it's 2 units.
Make it nice and easy for you.
Or whatever
And for us.
currency. Yeah, exactly. More to the point again. But yeah, it's 2 units per entry, and you can send that directly to, via PayPal to media@smallfryunify.com if you're sending it via PayPal. And not only that, but the other option is if you're already supporting us via Patreon or Patreon, you're going to get an automatic entry into every single competition.
Every single competition?
Yes.
That's awesome. So every competition we run at SmallFryUnify, you'll automatically be entered for supporting us on Patreon. And that's it for this episode. So I just want to say thank you for joining us. Thank you for bearing with us for the last couple of months. It's been a little bit of a wait, but we've been getting ourselves ready for this, and we've been psyched up to the max. So yeah, stay tuned. Every fortnight going forward, we'll have a new episode for you. Remember to check out the streams on Twitch. So twitch.tv/SmallFryUnify. Check those out Wednesdays and Fridays, and we'll have more streams, including Lindsay's, coming up shortly. So check it all out. And remember, leave some feedback in the comment section in YouTube or on Patreon. And remember, you can also contact us on our social networks on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, under SmallFryUnify. That's it for me.
And that is apparently it from me.
See you later, bye!